What's up guys, Semi-Controller here, and today we're back with another video on the channel and another part in the $1 million cattle farm challenge. So things are a little bit different from the last video. I went ahead and finished up like some of the minor things. Got a little farmhouse of sorts, a little vehicle shed, and got all of our vehicles transported and put in place. So we got the New Holland harvester here. We have our Massey Ferguson with the bell spares. We have the grain, our mixing cart, our seeder that we'll be using. We also have this Vermeer mower, so we'll be able to mow the grass. We have this, or we have a it's rake. Sorry. Then we have the tedder and the mower. So we'll be able to cut some grass. And then we have this Pottinger baler as well. And so we have the water kind of reorganized. It's a little easier to pull around and get water from here so we can get it to the cattle. I also sold a few of them because I didn't think about the fact they will have calves, which means more milk. They're good on their feed, they're good on their water. And so far they've only produced about 16 liters of milk. Then we have the dually, the water tank, and our gooseneck all just waiting here. But basically my plan is we're going to use, I'm going to do it like this. So we're using, this is like our farmyard area where it has our house, our vehicle shed, and our cattle. And then this field we're going to do try and do like a good bit of it as like wheat, so we have that profit from the wheat, plus then we have straw, and then we're going to do this other part as grass. So we're going to go over here, and through here we're going to do a big chunk of this is wheat, another big chunk of it we're trying to keep as grass so that we can mow it, ted it so we can turn some of it into hay. We'll leave some of it as grass, so when we get a bale wrapper, we can actually bale the stuff. So we're going to go ahead and get some of this equipment out because we're going to be using some of it. Because we're going to mow all of those fields before we go ahead and do anything. So let's just hop in the Massey here. Let's see, can we get the Massey out of here? And we can. Bet. So this was definitely not organized the best. I definitely was trying to keep it somewhat organized in such a way that we would be fine, but yeah, I didn't think about all this equipment when it was going to be coming out. So we're going to first grab the baler. We're going to pull the baler over here. We're just going to set the baler right here for the time being. And then we're going to grab the rake and get it moved as well. Then we'll grab the tedder, then we'll grab the mower, and then we should be pretty much set up. We'll start mowing we got our rake. We're going to pull it around right by on the baler. But I do want to go ahead and cut some grass first before we worry about trying to put any seed down or anything. That way we got some nice good roots to get everything, and we may have a bit of a problem, maybe not. Hopefully I put this in the right way. Alright, we got our tedder. We're gonna pull this bad boy right over here. And then we're going to grab the last piece of equipment we're going to need for the time being, and it's going to be the mower, so we can mow some grass so that we've got it. Like I said, cattle are good on their food and water, so we shouldn't be too worried. And basically our big focus is going to be on dairy cattle. It's where the money really kind of is. But yeah, we're going to try and see, make sure everything works on this thing. Oop, don't hit the truck. And we're going to start at the bottom right about here. So we're going to unfold. We're going to lower in. And then we're going to start the cutting. Away we go. A lot to cut. But we're able to go 14 on this, so this should hopefully not take a lot of time. Damn, this is a lot of grass. A lot of... Ooh. Accidentally went over into the neighbor's property. And basically where we're cutting this outline, we're going to use to be our outline for the field we're going to be making. Because we're going to make this field wheat, that way we can basically profit off of that. But yeah, this is going to be a lot of grass, because this one headland is taking a good bit of time. Trying to get as much grass as we can out of this, honestly, because, you know, gotta make the money, like I said. And we're gonna probably keep all of the bales we make off of this field, mainly due to the fact that we're gonna need them for the cattle. But we are gonna probably make a couple more purchases, because I'm not for sure fully. Because the item description for the plant or for the cedar says it doesn't need prior cultivation, but if it's wrong, we're going to have to get a plow for it. And we're going to turn here. Go along like this. But dang, this is pretty dang quick. Pretty dang easy. And then we'll have to ted all of it. And like I said, with this field, I think for the first cut, we're going to ted it, put it in rows, and bale it all as hay. Because straw-wise, or silage-wise, we only do have one bale. So maybe we'll do like half of it as silage then. Not for sure. And our mowing started right about here. There we go. Now I know over at some point on this feed, over at this part, we started to lose the ability to cut because instead we're cutting onto our neighbor's property. So let's kind of see if we can fix that up a little. Meter and boom. Alright, well, I'm going to go back, I'm going to get all this cut, and then I'll be back with y'all once it's all done. Well, after getting most of it mowed, because it definitely took a little longer than planned, I'll have to do the rest of that off camera at some point. I want to go ahead and try and get the rest of this done. So since we only have one square silage bale, I'm going to make the first, like, roundabout, like the first, like, 2 roundabouts approximately, grass that can be turned into silage, which actually, speaking of that, I want to look and see if there's a cheap bale wrapper, potentially. Bale wrapper. And how big does our baler make them? 125, so that bale wrapper, let me see if we have them on sale. Nope. Nice joke thought, but something we don't need right now. Bale wrapper. There's this one for 22. get it here in a second after we've made some of those bales. We'll go and see how it all works, because trying to back up to the baler. I want to try and at least get some of this baled up before we run out of daylight, because it's already pretty late in game. So we're going to try and get this done. Like I said, I want to try and make some more silage. And like I said, first 2 roundabouts of this we're going to probably make into our silage bales. V. We'll leave the automatic drop off because it's kind of inconvenient. And then we're going to see how many bales we get out of this. Like I said, it took a minute to cut even what I did. I still missed a few spots because the turning's not the best, but it's not the worst either. And probably gonna get like at least maybe 5-ish bales out of this. So we're gonna unload it. So we already got 1 bale, and we haven't even made it one side of the thing yet. So yeah, this could be pretty dang like a lot of bales. This probably would have been easier if we took the wind rig to it, but honestly I want to try and get a little bit of this done while it's still daylight in the game, so that we can still kind of see what we're doing. Like I said, if anything, we may not bale all of it. We may just bale like the first few rows. We'll go grab that bale wrapper, and then we'll come back and do it. And so after getting that bale wrapper, we're down to $22,882 with all associated purchases of things like the farmhouse and everything. I'd say we're pretty up on things, a little more than I thought. And our goal is we want to try and be self-sustainable on grass, hay, wheat, all that, so that we're not having to buy it from the store because they charge a lot of money. A lot of money. Oh, damn. I didn't even realize that was like that. Hold on. We're going to back up just a bit. Load the baler. Alrighty. And then keep it on. But yeah, hopefully the bale wrapper will be able to wrap it pretty easily. And I'm wondering if it'll be able to attach to our balers, so that we'll be able to like attach it on there. So as we're baling in the future, we can just wrap it, and it goes, and it's like wrapped and ready. But oh damn, hit the wrong button. But yeah, we got 4 bales off this first row. Like I said, we may just do this 1 row for now. We'll get them, like the stuff baled off of it, and then we'll from there go about picking up the bale wrapper. Kind of see how that works. I've never really utilized the bale wrapper in this game, and we'll kind of just see how it all works. Alrighty, get that all trying to get all this grass that we can. Collecting the bales. Damn. So we got basically 6 bales off of this one row. Oh, yeah, we got 6 bales off of that. That's crazy. Let's unload. We're gonna turn off the baler because we're gonna go ahead and just set this over here. And then we're gonna go drive over to the vehicle store and pick up our bale wrapper. Man, that looks like like from a distance, that definitely looks like a more well put together operation. But once you start getting a closer look, you're like, yeah, that's very not put together. And apparently there's rain coming. Great. Guess I'll just have to, like the rest of it, we're going to turn into hay anyways. And we'll definitely not be keeping all those bales, because if I got a full, like I got 5 bales out of that cut. And 5 bales, we only have 5 cattle right now, so we don't really need a lot of, damn. This thing's a little pain to get attached on. There we go. What does it look like when it's unfolded? Huh. So is it just as simple as like you pull it like alongside one of the bales? And then, kind of interesting. Getting it back over here, we're losing daylight, so yeah. Which with the silage bales, they have to ferment anyways, so it's not really like, I know what bale's gonna be the perfect bale to test this machine on, this new piece of equipment on. We're gonna kind of pull to the side of it. Unfold. And then we're gonna turn on the automatic drop. And, ooh. Oh, that makes it a lot easier. When we look at the bale, it's currently fermenting. It's not really done anything, obviously. So we're going to go ahead and grab all those bales then. That's cool though. So basically you just gotta get it in the grass about the bale wrapper, and then it'll do everything else. It's kind of nice, a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to attach just like a second tractor or something. so you gotta get it like pretty on the dot. If you're off by even like an inch, so it's like pretty much great. Oh, damn, that nearly went not so good. There we go. Yeah, so sometimes it doesn't get them the best. You just kind of gotta position yourself in such a way that you're going to be like. There we go. There we go. We got a little bit of light so we can kind of see what we're doing. Get up to our last. I think second to last. I think there's a bale right there. Yeah. So our second to last bale. 2. By the time it finishes up loading it, it'll be ready for us to pull it right along. Did I pass it or no? I'm not even close to it yet. Okay. Damn. Well, thought I saw another bale over here. Am I just crazy? Or... No, I guess I got them all. Okay. Well, if y'all enjoy, or nope, there it is. It blended in with the environment just a little too much. There we go. And there we go. We got the last bale wrapped. Now we're doing the rest of this will be tedded, turned into hay. That way we have hay. Like I said, this area will be turned into a wheat field, so we'll be able to make plenty of straw for the cattle. But yeah, that's a pretty nifty piece of equipment. If y'all enjoyed that video, hit the like button, subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out, squad.